All right, let's record to this computer. All right. Are you recording on your end?
I am recording.
Okay. All right. Let me get the timer on here. All right. This is Erica Dyer, episode 32. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, this is Erica with Incoherent Ramblings of a Crazy Bitch. Back again with Nick. And how is your week going, Nick?
Been busy, a lot of things happening, family stuff, things like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm back at back at the old job working and stuff, trying to keep the whole health kick going. So
Oh, good.
yeah. How about you? What's been going on with you?
God, busy as hell. And you started off with the health kick, so I do want to talk about that real quick.
Okay.
So, you know how I told you that I was taking those shots, right? And
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and I don't know if they're exactly the same shots that your cousin had or what, but at first I was like, oh, this is great. I'm not hungry as much. I was like, I don't know if it makes me nauseous or what. Dude, I have barely been able to eat fucking anything. Like food, all food makes me sick. The smell of it, the taste of it. Um, I I've been trying to choke down protein shakes just because I'm not trying to die. But it's like, even I've tried popcorn, I've tried other shit. And so I was reading about it, and they say that you need to be on the Mediterranean diet. So it's like
Okay.
vegetables, fruit, whole grains, beans, and nuts. You can eat some fish. Well, I don't like fish. Okay. Uh, and the only fruit I have found that I can eat is tangerines. So
Okay.
I've been like eating tangerines all fucking day long. Um, God, they gave me a
No
list
more
here.
no more scurvy for you.
Oh my God. So this is what I have to avoid: gluten and dairy,
Okay.
sugar,
Yeah.
processed foods,
God.
deli meats, bacon, sausage, prepackaged meats, soda, pop, liquid sugar. So like your I'm probably not even supposed to drink the protein shakes. Hydrogenated oils, nut oils, seed oils, omega-6, and linoleic acid or some shit. I don't even know what that's in. And I'm supposed to increase beans, greens, and berries. I'm like, what the
So
fuck?
basically you're slowly turning into a squirrel. That's good to know.
I'm
Um
like, what the fuck am I supposed to eat? And it's not just, oh, it's a diet, so you can cheat on it. No, food physically makes me sick. Like it's as if it smells like it's rancid, and it makes me nauseous. And I think I might have told you that last time, where that nurse practitioner, she asked me, and I said, well, I tried to eat that Arby's, and it just didn't taste good. And she's like, oh, good, it's working. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. All the good stuff.
yeah.
I,
Yeah. We
I
talked about this
can't eat
last time, and
shit.
you were like unsure if that's what's supposed to happen or not, or things like that, and if it was
Yeah.
just gonna be like just gonna happen for a couple of weeks. No, I guess it's still happening now. So yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
I mean, I'm like, so what's the good of being skinny? Which I'm not skinny, but what's the good of losing weight if you have no enjoyment in food? I love food. I love food, and I can't eat
Getting
shit.
your BMI down and being healthy, I guess. I don't fucking know.
I mean, God, even just the smell of it. Like, I made the kids tacos, and I'm like, oh God, this just smells so bad. And the bad thing is, I get hungry and I get cravings, and I think, oh, tacos sound so good. And I'll go and buy everything, and then I'll cook it, and I'll be like, oh, this smells disgusting. And I'll try to take a bite, and I'll just start physically getting nauseous, and I
That's
can't
wild.
eat it.
That's
So I'll eat a fucking tangerine. I'd
Well, and the Mediterranean diet's supposed to be the best one for you, from what I keep reading about a bunch of stuff, because
Yeah, I guess.
of the olive oils and like just the things you're supposed to have in it. Apparently it's really good at like rebuilding the walls of like the heart and the veins and things like that, and keeping them strong
Yeah.
and stuff like that. This way, you're not gonna die early or anything. Um, but
But
that's
I,
right here. It's like that diet's supposed to be the best for those things, but you have to like cook things in a certain way. And like, yeah, you said have fish and things like that. I'm not a fish person either. Like
mm-mm.
I just can't. I've tried to have fish here and there, and like I just can't do it. It's not
Yeah,
for
me
me.
neither. Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's
Nope.
not.
I do eat a lot of, well, I used to eat a lot of chicken, but I do like red meat. I like, you know, I've tried shrimp, I've tried fish. It's just not for me. Not for me at all. It,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've had the shrimp every now and again. I think that's kind of what I can kind of palate a little bit, but I don't have them all the time. I can do sushi. Sushi I can do all day. That's fine. I can do that all day, but I can't do um like a salmon steak or something like that. I can't do anything
mm,
like that. Like that to me is, yeah, I'm not that kind of person.
yeah, my one son likes salmon, and me and the other kid just no seafood for us. Mm,
Yeah, not a fan. Not a fan. Uh,
not
yeah.
at all.
Yeah, I've just been still working out and still trying to eat right, and adjusting what kind of meals I've been getting and figuring it out. I know my aunt and everybody in Tennessee, my family, have all been on this like some sort of diet. It's just like it seems like it's all high in protein, high in like greens, and low in fat and low in like carbohydrates. But I forget what the hell it's called. Like I couldn't fucking tell you. It's
Mm,
something brand new. And it was just funny, like just my aunt takes it to like my aunt's hardcore with this stuff. She's been dieting ever since I was a kid, on like
mm.
every a new fat every other every other week she does it. But they're on this new one now, and like they're like she's hardcore, like cooking stuff, bringing her meals with her everywhere. She has like a cooler and microwave bag or box or whatever, like in her car. Like it's insane. It's crazy. But
Damn.
she's on that right now. So, but they're all apparently losing it, so they're all happy with it.
Yeah, I mean, and that is something right there that keeps people coming back. Have I lost weight? Fuck yeah, I've lost weight. I gosh, how much have I lost since I've been on this shit? Um, I think I've lost 20 pounds just this year.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah, yeah. So I've lost 30 total because remember, I was trying other stuff last year. So yeah, I've lost 30 pounds since at least last fall.
That's
Mhm.
good. That's good.
Yeah.
Very good.
But I can't enjoy food. And I really want I miss food. I mean, I love food.
Yeah, trust me, I'm right there with you. I'm entirely right there with you. At least, like once again, my like I tried doing, I think it was like keto, like my meal prep place I go through will do different ones, and I tried doing keto one week, and I was like, fuck all of this. But I had to like kind of like shovel the food in my mouth. Like I need this. Like I even went like lower calorie, which was a fucking mistake.
Oh God.
And there was like less. It was less food than I'm used to, and it also tasted like dirt, so it didn't help anything.
Oh, yuck.
So I got through the week and I was like, fuck this. I just ordered things I actually wanted to eat next time, and I was like, this is a lot better. Man, but yeah, just trying to find the happy medium, and being good and drinking, yeah, just doing all the things to make sure you're healthy. So it's just like it's fucking rough. I think I've lost maybe 7 pounds since I've been starting.
Yeah, but you're getting healthier is the thing.
Yeah,
You're exercising and changing your diet and things like me. That I'm not doing those things. I'm just taking my meds and
taking your
taking
shots,
my shots,
taking
taking
your
my
shots.
shots.
Yeah. Oh man.
But yeah, so that's where I'm at with that. Do we have any questions this week?
Yeah, we have a couple emails from I think a couple fans. Let's see here. We have One from JW. Let's see. Comment for the pod. Hey, Erica and Nick. For the record, not only do I listen to the podcast, but I'm also a fan too. That's awesome. Thank you, JW. Just caught up in the last episode, late February. This is this is the guy who told Erica in LA I'm a listener. Okay. And Erica, I will see you again at the other filming of this movie. I think we got a pretty cool death scene lined up,
Oh,
which
good.
brings me
Okay.
to I don't want to say too many details.
Yeah.
Which brings me to what are your favorite death scenes in film? Any goriest kills that strike you as the best? Thanks.
Oh God. Um, it's not gory per se, but I think one of the most shocking, and it has to be because, I was little and it was shocking. Jaws. I mean, fucking the entire movie Jaws was just terrifying as a child. Um, that leaves a lasting impression on you. And then anything with Alfred Hitchcock, because it was, Psycho and Rear Window and things like that. Um, gory, gory. I don't know that I've seen anything lately. I've been filming all these movies, but I haven't seen anything really. What about you? Have you seen any of the new ones that have come out? I know Scream's come out,
Oh yeah,
Terrifier
yeah,
2's
yeah. I
come out.
watched yeah, I watched Scream recently. Actually one of the ones that comes to mind is one I watched as a kid. The Omen.
Oh,
Um
oh, when that bitch jumps off the
no, 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 not that
Oh,
one. The one I'm talking about is the guy like is in the dirt and he slips down and the piece of glass does a slow motion thing where it cuts his head off and you see his
oh,
head spin in midair as
oh,
the glass
Jesus.
goes past him. His body just thump to the ground and his head's just right next to him.
Oh my
Like that's the
God.
kill that always will get me. Like I always once again, my mom made me watch all kinds of stuff. Mom didn't make me, but let me watch all kinds of stuff when I was a kid. So Omen was one of those things I watched, but I do remember the one where the maid is like, "Hey, hey Damien, look at me," and then just hangs herself. But yeah, I remember that pretty distinctly. But no, the one with the glass was one that stuck out of my mind a lot. I don't know. And here's a weird thing. When I went to go watch Scream, I watched it in a Regal theater, and it was their like RPX theater, which is like a motion. It's like a 3D motion movie seat thing that they do. So it
Mhm.
was awkward. It was like really weird watching it that way because you're in this like 3D motion seat thing that moves every time like something happens. So every time like somebody got stabbed, the seat would jerk back and forth.
Oh
I
God.
know there was any whenever there was any blood or happening, whatever, they would like squirt like water in your face or whatever. And I was like, this is so weird to do for a horror movie. This is so strange. Um, but I don't know, the goriest death in that one I thought was like the midday murder of like I think it was a psychologist who just got stabbed in the face like twice.
Oh.
Yeah, that was like just like and it was right between like the eye and the nose, like right in that weird area where the sinus is, like it was right there. And I was like, that's a weird place to stab somebody,
Oh.
but whatever.
Speaking of stabbing, that did make me think of one death scene that I've always thought. I can't remember what the movie it was, though. I think it was a foreign language one. They stabbed this person in the gut with a pair of scissors and then opened the scissors and started cutting upwards. And like their intestines just kind of fell out everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, because when you open the scissors, that would be kind of pretty harsh there.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Oh my
Um,
God. Well, I appreciate them writing in. See, that's what we want. Write in, people. ericadyerpodcast@gmail.com. We don't know you're listening unless you tell us. But yeah,
yeah.
after we said that, where I was like, screw it, I'm not gonna film anyways or record anyways because nobody listens. I had a couple people tell me, I listen. I was like, I had one person I didn't expect to be listening. They're like, I listen. And then they go, yeah, and then I realized you're as nuts as I am. I was
Jeez.
like, oh, did you start at the beginning?
Oh God. Well, I mean, if you're listening to this, don't, like, once again, we are if you send in an email or a message or a question for us, we will not read your name on air. That's something we don't do, just so you're aware. So your anonymity is safe, but you can ask whatever you want. Please ask questions. It's always fun. Um, we just want to
Yep.
hear, want to know that the people are listening to us. That's all we really want to know.
Yep. The only time that your name is safe is if you don't send dick pics. Do not send dick pics. And if I find out who reported my friend on Facebook that he got a warning and his comment, which was just a stupid basic comment, got flagged as violent or whatever and taken down.
Yes.
Went against Facebook's whatever it is.
Yeah,
It was a complete joke. It was a complete joke.
You can't joke on social media anymore. Don't you know this?
Well, yeah, because it was about my post about I had, a job interview with with a project that, or with somebody that was my old manager on one of the worst projects I've ever been on, and I'll tell you guys more about that in a moment here. And I said, I probably didn't just burn that bridge. I probably blew the motherfucker up. Well, they had commented, you nuke that shit. And yeah, his comment got flagged. And I'm like, well, shit, mine was probably worse. I even posted a picture. I'm like, well, I said, at first I said, well, it was probably the algorithm, but then I started thinking about it. I'm like, no, it probably was somebody, because I said almost exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
So I bet you somebody reported it.
More than likely. And that the thing is now, some people are getting flagged for stuff they said like 5 and 10 years ago when,
Oh, that's so stupid.
like Facebook is like, oh, wait, you can't share this memory because it's been flagged. It's like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm done. I'm done with it.
Yep. No shit. No shit.
Yeah. I mean, and I think they've fired recently, like, I think, what was it? They did 10,000 people or 20,000 people are firing from Facebook. Sorry.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Sorry, Meta, since they changed their name.
Jesus. Yes. It's been 20,000 people since November of last year.
Yeah. I mean, Amazon, I know Amazon's firing 9,000 more.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're almost up to 30 or 40,000 people who've been fired. So,
yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Isn't that crazy?
And Walmarts are closing all over the place. So things are weird. Things are weird.
Well, shit, our Walmart since 2020 isn't even a 24-hour store. Our Walmart, yeah. Our grocery stores close at night and everything. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I miss 24-hour Walmart. I really do.
I do too. Shit, not everybody sleeps at night or sleeps all night.
Yeah, I mean, the latest I can go now is like, I have to be there. Like, I have to be there to the grocery store at like 10:30 because they all close at 11.
Yep.
And it's like, I miss just going at like midnight or 1 and there being a handful of people there.
Yeah.
But I guess they don't want to do that and they don't want to pay people. So,
yep.
It's a whole thing.
I get it. It's not worth it financially. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, I've had other people write me too, but not at our email. I've had a couple guys, more than a couple actually, but a couple guys write me on social media that I thought was a little interesting.
Well, can I read the message you sent me? And
Go right ahead.
I won't say. I'll give the person's initials. I won't give their name. We'll do that.
Okay.
DJL. Hi, how are you? I'm D. Just checked on your profile, and I like to be your sugar daddy. I am willing to spoil you and give you $1,500 as your weekly allowance.
My God, my sugar daddy.
Yeah.
Oh, what would I have to do for that 1,500? No, like I told you when I sent you that message, I'm like, he'd have to give me more than 1,500. His ass was old. He was probably very nice, but no. No.
Okay, well, okay, then here's a question. Here's a question. Let's see what would you do if you had so what would you do if somebody did pay you $1,500 a week? Well, what is your limit for activities, let's say?
Actually, God, what would I do for 1,500? Um, God, I don't know. I don't even think that's because I don't like to encourage anything. Maybe some text messages because then I could have one of my friends send him a text. He wouldn't know my voice.
Okay, so all right, so naughty text messages. Okay, all right. For 1,500 a
Yeah.
week.
Maybe some naughty text messages.
Okay.
Um 1,500. What would I do? See, asking me that now is different than if you would have asked me that shit 20 years ago. 20 years ago, I just about sold my eggs for nearly $1,500. Man. Oh, now it's like, I don't know. I don't know if that shit's worth it.
So naughty text messages for 1,500. And like what are we talking, like any pictures or anything? What's going down?
Not of me, but I'll send him some pictures. They just won't be of me. He won't know no different.
There you go. There you
He'll
go.
never meet me in person.
There you go. Oh man. Yeah, when you sent me that, I was just like, all right.
Oh, good.
All right. That's time to open up
Well, and
the
here's my thing. Here's my thing. I never even spoke to the man before. It's not as if we were friends or we'd been chatting or we had some kind of like flirtation. It was just like out of the blue. Hey, I'm willing to spoil you and be your. So what about me says I want a sugar daddy? I mean, but see, I've ran into this situation before. I actually had this guy from high school. He was like a year younger than me. And I've had a couple guys do this actually. I think because I am such a strong minded woman and I speak my mind and I talk about sex, blah, 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 that these guys think I'm like this thirsty bitch out there willing to fuck anybody. And I had this guy who I thought was a very nice young Christian man that went to our school, and he messaged me and was like, well, I was wondering if you would have sex with me. And I was like not even asking me out on a date or no shit like that. Well, I didn't think that's what you were looking for.
well, I
I'm like,
mean, I mean, at least, I mean, like, I mean, I don't know what the message was worded like, but at least he was kind of, straightforward with it. Didn't beat around the bushes. Like sex, yeah. What? Can we do this? Can this go down?
it was worded basically like that. And I had another guy back in college. This happened. Um, God, where was he from? I think he was from Burma. So had this guy ask me out from Burma. And I can remember this clearly. We're sitting in this Thai restaurant. He ordered the food because he said Thai food was very close to basically the food that they had in Burma. And he missed it. And we're eating in that. And he's like, and he also basically just asked, would you ever consider having sex with me? And I'm like, dude, it's our first date. He goes, well, you're very outgoing. You always have a different hair color because back in college, it wasn't unusual for me to come in with blonde, black hair, purple hair, whatever. And yeah, and I'm like, no, I don't know you that well. And then he starts talking about this wife that he has back in Burma. And I'm like, yeah, she can't come over here because she's not in school. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. But I did get some good Thai food. It really was good. So it all worked out in
Oh
the end.
god. Well, I mean, at least I don't know. At least they're forward and straightforward. They're not beating around the bush or trying to manipulate you. They're just kind of asking a straightforward question. So I don't
Yep.
know. I always think this. I always think a straightforward question is at least good. You're not trying to do anything or manipulate anybody. You're just
Yep.
wanting an answer.
Yep. Well, and then I had somebody else message me. God, this was just not even 2 weeks ago. Um, we'll call them BH. they messaged me on social media and they said, "You're friends with Jonah Falcon. Do you know who Jonah Falcon is?"
Do I?
Yeah. Do you know who he is?
Yeah, I think we've talked about her a little
Okay.
bit.
So we'll go back to that in a moment. You're friends with Jonah Falcon. Falcon, him having the biggest dick in the world wouldn't have anything to do with why you friended him, would it? He's that dude that we had talked about before, where I said there's the guy that has the biggest penis in the world. It's measured, and he's an actor and all that. Well, after we had talked, I tracked his ass down because that's the shit I do. And we're Facebook friends.
Oh my God.
Hell yeah, he's my buddy. No, he
That's
don't talk to me, but
oh
I
God.
do have him on Facebook. It's so funny. Oh God. Yeah. So social media, it cracks me up.
Oh
Some of
God.
these messages though, I don't even read. I just but those couple just kind of it's just a lot of you know, God, some dude tried to call me. Oh,
Oh wow, that's
looks like he
that's
tried to call
bold.
me. Yeah, it looks like he tried to call me twice. Um, yeah, I just don't most of them I just archive right away.
Yeah,
But a couple of them.
I run social media for my boss as well, and I do Facebook stuff for her, and like I don't read her Facebook messages anymore because they're getting there's some thirsty old dudes in there, and I'm just
Oh
like
my God, yes.
I'm like I think like it's one of those things where it's like it seems like when you're a dude you're just like horny for the rest of your life, which is fine, but like some of the messages are really nice and they're very like, hey, can I take you out when I come into town? Is it cool if we go get drinks? I'm like, all right, that's cool. It's whatever. At least you're shooting your shot being polite. It's fine. But
Yeah,
some of
yeah.
them are just kind of like, like this this woman owns a business. Like, calm the fuck down, buddy. Like, dial it back about 11 notches. Jesus.
She don't need a sugar daddy.
No, she
Leave her
doesn't.
alone.
She doesn't. Man, yeah, it's just like, oh, yeah,
Oh God.
it's wild. It's
God.
wild sometimes.
Oh. But yes, you guys need to write us and we'll laugh about it.
Yeah, well,
So,
we do have one more email
oh,
from
one more.
FJ.
Okay.
Stop being a pussy. You had me waiting for your podcast last week. LOL. You may not think we're listening or we're waiting for your podcast, but we're here. We may not comment all the time, but we're here. By the way, I love the story when they almost walked into your hotel room while you were naked. Do you have any other stories where someone walked in on you or when you walked in on someone?
Oh God, not where I walked in on someone, but this is God, this was my nightmare. So I was so used to in high school, my dad never being there because I'd mentioned before how he traveled when I was in high school for work and things like that. Well, I've always liked to sleep naked, and we had a dog. So my dad was gone, and I thought, well, I'll sleep naked when he's not there. And our dog Cherie was so I walk out of my bedroom at the same time my dad walks out of his bedroom, and I didn't know he was there. I'm like 17, 18 years old, fully naked, walk out. There's my dad. We're like looking right at each other, and he steps back in his room and shuts the door, and I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. So that is something I will never forget. Um, and then I really have to watch this because one of these days I used to sleepwalk when I was younger. And I don't sleepwalk now, but I am used to if I'm sleeping naked. Both of my boys have their bedrooms upstairs. There's a bathroom upstairs. Well, the next door over from mine is a bathroom. So there's been times like I really had to go. I wake up in the middle of the night, I stumble out of bed, go into the bathroom, come back out and realize one of the kids are sleeping on the couch. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I hope they're really asleep and not just pretending like they're fucking sleeping because otherwise I just scarred them for life. So I really need to stop. I need to put some clothes on, I guess.
You just need like at least need like a robe hanging like behind your door or something like that, so you can just like put it on, go use the bathroom, do your thing, and come back.
Oh God. Oh, what about you? Have you ever walked in on anyone?
Well, I've done, once again, like walked in on parents things like that. It's always fucking awkward. I don't
Ugh.
care. I don't care. I don't care how old or young you are. It'll always scar you, and it's just incredibly awkward. Let's see, on Friends. Uh, oh God, what was it? My friends were having sex. I forget. It was like in high school. They were having sex, and I had to get something from the room. It's one of those things like I needed it right. I needed it before I left because no, it was my fucking keys. I needed my fucking keys from my friend's room because I dropped them in there, and and I had to leave. I had to leave, and I felt like an asshole. And it was one of those things where it's like I'm pretty sure like it's one of those things where it's pretty sure I cock blocked him or whatever, but I was like, I need my fucking keys. So like I opened the door ever so slightly. It's like, and like I was very loud. I was like, hey man, just get my keys. I'm gonna leave you guys alone. And my friend's like,
No.
all right, man, be quick.
Oh Jesus.
And I was like, my head was on, I didn't see much, but I was like, thanks, man. I'll talk to you when I get back. So like I just get in there, try to search for I thought I would draw them in one place, but I had to search for them a little longer than normal.
Oh God.
And so it wasn't just like walk in, get the keys, walk out. It was like 28 seconds too long. It's like, all right, you're like your time's up. You need to get the fuck out. You need to find yourself and get the fuck out. And I went,
Now you're just
and
lingering.
yeah, and I was like, I wasn't even trying to look at anything. I was trying to get my fucking keys and like go. But I
Oh
finally found
God.
them. I was like, all right, found them. Thanks, bye.
Oh, that is so funny.
And he's like, all right, lock the fucking door. I was like, yep, it's locked.
I really need my keys. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I like it's one of
Oh
those things where
God.
it's like I wasn't trying to disrupt the moment, but I fucking did, and I just needed my keys because I was gonna leave, and that's where they were in that fucking room, and it's like, oh, god damn it.
And then of course the lights are probably off, right? And you're trying to find them.
They were low. They were low. They were low. You know,
Oh
they were
God.
there was just enough just enough light to make out like the furniture. And I was once again trying to find my keys, and I was trying to be quick about it. Didn't work out. Yeah, it was just a whole fucking mess. I was like, God damn it. But yeah,
Oh
this was
God.
back in high school. I think it was I think my friend's birthday party or something like that, like senior year or some shit. Um, we, his parents were out of town, so we cleaned up. We put furniture away that was breakable and things like that, and we set up like idiots. We set up I think 4 TVs, just playing VHS porn on them for like 8 hours or something, just because that's the people we were. Um, and they were like varying sizes of TVs we set around, and like 4 or 5 VCRs we had, just having a wall of porn playing in his living room. And we thought that was funny. Um, everybody else had their own opinion about it, but we thought it was funny. And one of the funniest things was it was all of his parents' tapes that were in the VCRs. None of mine, none of his, just his parents' tapes. So that
Oh
made it a little bit
God.
more awkward.
Oh, I bet.
But yeah,
Oh
yeah.
God.
But no, yeah. I'm trying to think. I'm trying. I know there's other moments in my life I've walked on people and things like that too, but I can't really remember them. But no, that was one of the distinct ones in fucking high school. Man.
Oh God. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think I ever walked in on my friends.
thank God my friend who was begging that girl didn't marry that girl because she was a fucking psycho.
Mm.
Yeah, it was his high school girlfriend, and she had like they had been going I think since freshman or sophomore year, and she thought, oh yeah, we've been going this long, we're gonna get married and have kids, and you're gonna go to
Mm.
college, and we're gonna work this like she had the whole thing planned out, and he was like, yeah, fuck you, I'm out.
Good.
Yeah, she was like, and once they broke up, she went nuts.
I think you talked about her before.
Yeah,
She must have went fucking nuts.
yeah, she went nuts. I was just kind of like, oh, okay. Like it was weird because like I was friends with both of them, and then and like even it even got weird where she was starting to hit on me, and I was like, listen, like I started told her, I was like, I can't do this. Like you're my friend's ex. It's not how this fucking works. Like you need to back off. Yeah. She was weird, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
Bitches be crazy. That's what I tell my kids.
I mean, yes, to a point. Some are. It's true.
Very
But,
true.
yeah, but I was trying to weed out the crazy ones. I try to.
Yeah. Try.
Yeah. Jeez. I mean, I've been lucky. I always get the really bored ones,
Oh, good Lord.
or the boring ones. That's the ones I always get. Yeah, like whenever like and I'll match with some people on some of the dating sites, and I have to keep carrying on the conversation, like for 3 days. And it's one of those things where it's like, if I have to keep carrying on the conversation, you're not gonna ask me anything. I'll just fucking quit messaging you. I'm tired. It's like,
Yep.
I can't I can't carry the whole damn thing. I'm sorry. Like I'll sort of quit. I'm like, I'm done. I can't do this.
Yep. Yep.
I hate that shit.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That would drive me nuts.
Yeah.
I've also had those guys that sit there and all they do is talk about themselves, and I just eat, and it's like, okay, I'm ready to go now. Thank you
and
for
you
the food.
and you're like, and 30 minutes. All right, let's go.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Yes, that was a lovely time. Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That was a great question. That was a great question. Real quick, before we end it, because I see we're about out of time. I said that I was going to go back to one of the worst, contracts I'd ever had.
Yeah.
So I was out in Texas, right? And I was on this contract, and I was only there for a few weeks. And my direct manager, if she liked you, she was great. Like, she had her little clique that she was friends with. And for some reason, I just don't think I was liked. And I didn't teach anything. Basically, I was there as a filler, which I get that I was hired to, in case somebody called in sick, but I wasn't even allowed to go into the classrooms to support. And I was sitting in a cubicle day in and day out for nearly 12 weeks. I think during that time I taught 2 classes. And so people would come up to me and be like, could you print my roster? Could you do I was doing grunt work, like nothing work. And I always get a big sense of my job satisfaction and my self-esteem from my work because I know I do it very well. Well,
yeah, of course.
Her little cliquey people, that's how they basically had nothing to do with me. And to give you an instance of this, so there was a PowerPoint I was looking for. It was like a Jeopardy game. And I went and asked one particular person, hey, do you know where this PowerPoint is? And she said, oh, no, I don't know where it's at in the share drive. I said, okay. So I went and I looked and I found it. And I'm like, oh, great. And I went to go show somebody else. And they're like, oh, well, I have it. And I was like, oh, great. Okay. And so I go back to this original person that I asked. And I said, oh, well, to let you know, so-and-so has the PowerPoint and she found it. And this bitch goes, oh, I know. I showed her where it was at. And I'm like, I literally just asked her where it was. But oh no, she wasn't going to help me. And then I remember this. Yeah. It was like, oh, yeah, I showed her. And we're talking, it was within a 5-minute period. So it's not like, oh, that's right. It was like a month ago I showed her. No, it was like right there. That's how they treated me. Right.
Which doesn't, like, I mean, I hate people like that in their little group. It's like, this person's going to be here for a small amount of time. Just be nice to them, and then let them leave. Like, don't be an asshole, but just like acknowledge their existence, be courteous, and then let them go.
Yep.
There's no need to be an asshole.
Yep. And then there was this other one. There was one of the consultants that were there had put in their notice, and they were leaving, and they had a little party. They had cookies. They did like a big farewell. Well, when my time came to an end, I put my notice in. I said I was leaving. And I can't remember why I had to go back over to the office. Oh, I think somebody told me to come back over there, and I thought, and I guess I didn't realize in the back of my mind, I must have thought, oh, they know I'm leaving. They're probably going to give me a card and cookies. And that's because, after 12 weeks, you kind of build a friendship with some of the people. And I get back there and there's fucking nobody there. No card, no cookies. I packed up my shit. I checked out of the hotel and I flew home. Nobody said one fucking word to me. And the manager on that project was supposed to be one of the people on this interview that I was doing. But yeah. I ended up not interviewing with her. I interviewed with somebody else. But still, yeah, it's a catty damn world out there, I'll tell you.
Just be courteous and be nice. Is it? I mean, I don't think it's asking for a lot. I don't know, man.
No, you never know, especially in the field that I'm in, because we're all across the country in these different hospitals, these different projects. There's very few people that I can say I absolutely detest and would never work for. As a matter of fact, there's probably nobody I would say that about, even that bitch that did that with the PowerPoint, because I'm not the one hiring them. The hospital is. So if the hospital hires them, I will make it work.
Yeah.
Now, if my opinion is asked, I will give an honest opinion, but I will never straight up say, oh, you don't want to hire them because they're a bitch. No, I'll let somebody else speak up. But yeah, I've learned that over the years. You don't give your opinion unless you're asked.
Yeah.
And then if I'm asked for my opinion, I will straight up say, do you want the truth or do you want the politically correct opinion?
Yeah, I have to do the same thing as well, because I'm very blunt with people. It's like, do you want my version of it or do you want the corporate version of it? What do you want? Because I'll give you what you want.
Oh God. But yeah, I had to tell you that, because sometimes I say on these podcasts, we'll get back to something and then I forget. We move on. Oh God.
Gotta keep moving on.
Gotta keep moving on. But yes, very excited. Some comments. We appreciate them. Please keep them coming. ericadyerpodcast@gmail.com. Anything else you want to add, Nick?
No, I think that's it. I think we're good.
All right. Have a good one.